Folks! Welcome back. My name is Rudy. You're watching Florida Life, Beta Investments, Emporium, the card shop chair that never dies. Hope you're all having a beautiful day today. So, today, as we approach the Spider-Man in his natural environment, remember, Spider-Man cannot see movement. So if we don't move, the Spider-Man losses don't know we're here. Ooh, you feel the weight of that? The weight. Ooh. You can feel the weight of just the bags of heaviness and loss. You can feel it. Every up and down movement. A small piece of you leaves the drive-thru of Taco Bell. And you always question, how did we get here? What the fuck is this video about? What are we doing today? All right. So, let's get you guys a little closer. We're gonna make it intimate today. Welcome to mid-October 2025. As anticipated, we got some great positive news reports, everybody. Number one, Spider-Man collector boxes continue to cause bankruptcies nationwide. I have now moved into my ex-girlfriend's stepsister's bedroom where the hamster cage is. I'm only allowed to sleep behind the hamster cage. And she doesn't clean the cage very often, so it's kind of gross. Box prices on Spider-Man Collector appear to be very stable now. We are bouncing around between $480 and $500 on the secondary market. We've got Hasbro and Wizards randomly restocking Amazon from canceled orders and refunds and blah, blah, blah. Amazon's $455 plus tax. So we have, looks like we are seeing some final stability. Now I'm wondering, now this is what I want to give you all what I predict to happen over the next 90 days. And this video is almost a deja vu from a year ago because I'm going to give you all the exact same prediction I gave in October of 2024. Because the landscape and the situation is almost identical. So just to let everybody know, sorry, that workout took my breath away at the beginning, man. Those things were heavy. I mean, those bags must have like lead. Just the weight of just testicles in those things. Fucking crazy. So, I expect from now to the end of the year for nothing to go up in price. I expect all Magic, all Pokemon across the board, honestly, even probably Weiss, even probably One Piece, even probably Flesh and Blood, I expect right now we are officially in the consolidation purgatory phase. A lot of people bet heavy on Spider-Man, on flipping to $1,000, $1,500 a box, and now all that leverage is unwinding, which is a great healthy thing. Remember, we need market resets to flush out leverage and to keep people from getting greedy and getting leveraged up to their eyeballs. You need market resets to prevent people from being, well, dumb and being Timmies and being stupid. So, I expect as we continue to experience this unwinding of the Spider-Man leverage and speculators, again, you guys know where I stand. Some of your Spider-Man collector boxes, I am the only person paying 80% of market price and I cover your shipping. So as of right now, that puts you about $400 a collector box and I pay your shipping. Or you can just list them online for $500 and net about $430, I think. So I am continuing to take possession of a lot of Spider-Man collector boxes. I've broken over 1,000. We are now heading to about 1,500 Spider-Man collectors. What's interesting, though, is in the last 24 hours compared to about 2, 3, 4 days ago, the amount of sellers and the market depth is showing signs of capitulation and stabilizing. We're starting to see, I don't know if we're going to go down to 450 or 399 or 400, We're having a lot of resistance, a lot of evil Rudy manipulation. We're having a lot of stability right now. I don't know if we're going to have much more downside potential, losses, or anything. But again, all of October, or the rest of October, and all of November, and I also think most of December, I do not expect any gains in Pokemon, any gains in Magic, or any of the smaller supplementary card games. Right now, we are getting ready to enter the fourth quarter. Now, what this means is coming on the backs of the Spider-Man, implosion, or whatever you want to call it, disappointment, deflation, after the Final Fantasy to the Moon thing, and with the Pokemon, where I don't know if you guys see Pokemon, wherever it is, with the Pokemon situation now with ME1, we're supposed to have the rest of our initial release wave, Wave 2, the rest of the release wave that was delayed, supposed to be showing up sometime in the next few weeks. Seriously. With that being said, with Phantasmal Forces ME2 in Pokemon coming, and with Avatar coming in Magic, and with Azure Lane 2, very healthy flotation device young lady Weiss Schwartz set coming, and with a few other smaller surprises coming, I personally think most stores and most people right now are going to be in a locking in gains and kind of taking money off the table type of mindset. I don't think there's any money to be made right now. I feel that there is going to be no price appreciation in Magic collector boxes across the board, play, draft, set, anything. I think right now we are in a cool-off period. So much run-up has happened. I would like for us to see at least a 1 to 3 month period where things just calm the fuck down. I would like to see sideways movement. I would like to see a 10-20% retracement across the board. Kind of how Spider-Man right now was 1,000 and now it's 500. I would like to see a Final Fantasy collector box that peaked at 1,400 even retrace back to 1,000. I think that would be the most healthy, correct market choice to have. Why? Because now you're going to flush out the supply, and as the prices soften, a lot of little Timmies are going to open up their closet, move the inflatable blow-up dolls to the left, reach behind them, and they're going to grab their little closet investments and they're going to pull them out, and they're going to say, well, all right, let's go ahead and lock this in. And it's going to flush the market. We're going to get more inventory brought to market that'll get repurchased up, which will lay the framework for the real move, which I think will happen in 2026. And I don't think it's going to be January 5th. I think it could be far further into 2026. Maybe even like March, April, May, June range. I feel a lot of people forgot what it's like to go a week or go a month or go a quarter, 3 months, for those of you, with the high level education that you went to the school I went to. I think people forgot what it's like for prices to just go down or stay flat. The amount of new people in this market that do not understand what kind of a purgatory or a kangaroo market or a sideways market, any terminology you want to use, people forgot what it's like for prices to just do nothing. Like, some people are like, oh, well, I'm not buying Spider-Man unless I see $200, $300. Bro, if I had the opportunity to buy Spider-Man collectors at $200 to $300, that would probably be one of the most historic buying opportunities I've had in my life since the last time I had an opportunity like that would probably be 2023, I think, when I was able to do that large buyout of Baldur's Gate collector boxes and Commander Masters collector boxes. Was probably the last time there was an opportunity in Magic that was that extreme. An opportunity to buy Spider-Man at $200-300 range is so absurd that I would place that in the same category as those opportunities. I'd even place it in the category similar to when I bought the 5,000 Pokemon ETBs for Lost Origins, Silver Tempest, and all that stuff on clearance. There's certain moments in life when it happens, and you always think about it overnight. You have a cool-off period, and it's so extreme you know your instinct goes, this is going to be life-changing. This is going to be a moment that's going to be huge, and I got to think this through over the next few days. But anyways, because we've had Magic collector boxes across the board appreciate between 50% and 400% in Magic collector boxes, we need to have a 0% return week, month, 3-month period, or a negative 10, 20% retracement. That is the correct thing I'd like to see. Now, if we can get that, which I think we will just like that, the market and a lot of the new people in the YouTube news cycle will immediately reset back to Magic's bad, evil, bad, pump, shill, and we'll go back to that really quickly, which should force other people to liquidate their positions and kind of fuel that little retracement. Now, to jump to Pokemon, I feel Pokemon will also follow in those footsteps. I think right now, I don't expect to see any prices go up on Scarlet Violet, Sword and Shield, or the new Mega Evolutions. I think across the board right now, I think where we are at is kind of our short-term little platform. Now, this platform, you can throw more weight on it and sell. This platform can be pushed down some. Some people could jump off, could push up. We're going to have some oscillation, but right now, I definitely think Pokemon is almost, I almost want to say it's almost like an equilibrium. We're almost at a balancing point where most Pokemon sets are kind of in a little, enough time has gone by, enough prices have gone up where I don't think we're going to see a lot of anything. And again, on new stuff, Destined Rivals, Journey Together, I would say Prismatic, but already happened. I think we need to see solid, this run up from Destined Rivals to $500 a box. It's a fucking brand new set. It's not a question of whether it gets reprinted. The question is, how many reprints will they do? How small will the reprints be? Who gets the allocation? Will they be booster boxes or supplementary accessory ancillary products? That's the real question. Any other conversation is hearsay and speculation. The real question is just, which products get made and where do they get sent to and who gets it and how much will distribution mark them up. That's all it is. And again, a brand new Pokemon box being Destined Rivals running to 500 is fucking retarded. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. Cancel culture Rudy, Timmy Rudy, R-word Rudy, whatever you want. It's insane. A brand new Pokemon set that came out literally 90 days ago, selling for 500 plus, is just my cabbage tumbleweed head just implodes on itself and is completely confused by that. Why you would buy brand new Destined Rivals at 500 when you can buy Silver Tempest for 500, buy Paldea for Mr. P for 500. You could go back in Sword and Shield. Can't you still buy things? Isn't Battle Style still 250 to 300? Isn't Chilling Reign like 500-600? The opportunity to buy some of these other things, like Brilliant Stars, the garbage set of the era, Astral Radiance or Vivid or Base. There's so many things you can buy versus buying a brand new thing. I don't understand some of that, but I don't know, PokeTubers will deal with that for me. But I do think right now, I don't think we see any other further price appreciation, no bullishness, for at least 30 to 90 days. I think we're at that point. Because every time for the last X amount of years that we go right into fourth quarter, we're going to be running into November pretty soon. November is met with what I like to call King Dingaling Timmy mode. Now, for those of you who knew this channel, King Dingaling Timmy mode is the same thing that happens when you call your girlfriend. She doesn't answer because she says she's busy at Chick-fil-A with Rudy. What is really going on is all of the undercapitalized, less educated Timmys are going to be screeching for the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday, and Stepsister Tuesday. When these sales structure flows through in November, the market expects and almost demands a lot of price cuts and discounts. So a lot of stores do this kind of stuff, which I was going to make a video on because a lot of you guys fall for this shit. It's so... I almost find it sad. I feel like a lot of you guys just need some mouth hugs or something, bro. So many people fall for this stuff. Let me put it this way. There's so many marketing things that people have engaged in over time. And one of the oldest tricks in the book is taking a website and putting something like Destined Rivals Black Friday sale. $99 a box. And they put it on their front page, coming soon, with a countdown timer. And all these people get excited. It gets shared all over social media. All this drama happens. And guess what happens? They put 1 box, they put 3 boxes, maybe even do a case of 6. So essentially, they honor the sale, but it sells out instantly. And essentially, 1 or 2 people get a couple boxes at a discount. And it's a huge PR stunt. We see these I've seen this kind of stuff happen every year. In the past, it was very strong with Magic, with collector boxes. We saw that a lot of this kind of stuff happen through the bear market. But we don't see it as much anymore because everybody's realized that fire selling Magic the Gathering collector boxes in the last 5 years was probably one of the dumbest bonehead moves you could possibly make in modern cardboard history. It's the same thing with Pokemon. 2023, 2024, during the bear market crash of Pokemon SV era, everybody would just fire sell everything. People be angry because that's $99 a booster box for Pokemon. You're $97.50. You're $98.69. And everybody just it showed how dumb people became. Because remember, I'm gonna end this video on this, you guys, which means we're halfway through the video. I'm gonna end this video right here. So at the midpoint of this video, remember, there is no part here. This is the most important thing you can learn from this video right now. There is no perfect market. There is no perfect time to buy and sell in the market. Every spot on the market cycle will be met with good and bad connotations. When markets are bad, there's pros and cons. When markets are the way they are right now, you can't get it. Where's my MSR penis? Nobody can find your penis. It is what it is. The market in this cycle has good things, but it creates different problems. Every part of a market cycle reveals a different style, degree, and evolution of a problem. That is how this stuff works. There is no perfect moment. The same thing I will tell you guys the last 10 years and 6 months on this channel. My example I've used from the dawn of this channel. You could have put your life savings into the stock market, the S&P 500, at the tippy top of the 2008 crash and rode it all the way to the bottom. You could have been the worst investor of all time and bought at the top at the worst moment. You could have bought at the top of the COVID crash. You could have bought at the top after the dot-com crash, after 9/11, after the 1987, anything you want. You could have been the worst investor of all time and picked the absolute worst moment of your era or your decade to buy. And if you inputted the most special liquid of all time, and no, it's not your penis. If you inputted the most special secret sauce, you know what that is? Time. You would have looked like a genius. You would have looked like a genius. That's it. That's all it is. So again, in the current market, today's problems will not be tomorrow's problems, which is why as we evolve through markets, different people's opinions age very poorly. Hot takes on the internet about, oh, this is bad, prismatic evolution, everybody has it in their closet. Oh, everybody's a closet investor. I've been hearing this since I started YouTube back in 2016, making videos about old Magic Master sets and Concept Art here, when I ran my very first Patron sale of all time, 10 years and 2 months ago, for Eldritch Moon booster boxes for $79. Same thing. Over 10 years, over a decade ago, guess what happened? The exact same response over a decade ago was met with the same thing from the patron sale from yesterday or the patron sale will be this weekend. There's no difference. The details surrounding everything remains the same. So, to end this video, which means we're actually going to do it this time, we are going into the fourth quarter. When we go through November, we don't really have major Amazon dumps anymore because, Cynthia Philip Morris Williams already bankrupted Funko Pops. And I heard she's selling popsicles in the basement with Herbert. Is it Herbert? The little wrinkly old guy that keeps telling me to go to the basement for some reason. I don't know why. He keeps telling me he has a red popsicle. It's fucking weird. But I'm telling you all right now, in November, we will be met with a lot of stores unloading their inventory, locking in profits. This should put downward pressure on Magic and Pokemon. This should lead people to think maybe kind of a dead cat bounce, bull market coming to an end. This should lead us into a softening period which I expect going to January, February, we will have the next leg up. So that is my attitude right now, which I'm hoping we get this, because after 2 years of the strongest bull market in cardboard history, I would like to see at least a 1 to 6 month period of just nothing, because that alone is going to weed out and force a lot of people to stop taking leverage. Because again, if it doesn't go up in 30 days, they got to pay their credit card, they got to liquidate their stuff. Right now, I mean, I'm seeing people all over the place because they got to pay their credit card bill for Spider-Man. They over leverage. I'm seeing all over the place people who speculate on Prismatic, and all that reprint stuff happened. You know, now there's rumors. Oh my God, I hope we get a huge Destin Rivals reprint. God, I would love to have a pallet or two of Destin Rivals. I don't think it's gonna fucking happen. I'll be happy with a third of a pallet, but I would just, again, the market's not gonna fix the problems. The market's gonna exchange our current problems with new ones, and that's okay. That means the show goes on, and the wheel in the sky keeps moving forward, and things are going to be great. So I hope you guys enjoy this conversation. There'll be a lot of good opportunities to buy things over the next few months as we have some retracements and some calmness, which is fantastic. As far as patrons, again, I apologize. Wizards has not provided the Tarkir play boxes that they promised for September. Now they're promising for October. And now the Wizards is promising Final Fantasy play box reprint for November. Where the fuck's the product? How is Hasbro making money if they're not going to... I mean, you have to have the game pieces printed in play boxes for stores around the country to have normal play boxes to experience and enjoy the game. In my entire life of dealing with Magic, in the 10.5 years on YouTube, I have never seen a Magic standard environment like this. Still fucking waiting. So in the meantime, obviously, as you know, because of a lot of these things that just aren't available for me to offer you guys, which I'm hoping in the next 30, 60, 90 days, all of this stuff gets fixed. But in the meantime, we're still going to continue to offer a bunch of other things. I'm still trying to get more Gundam to sell to you guys. I'm trying to get Riftbound to offer that to you guys. You know, obviously we got the big Weiss Azure Lane 2 coming. We've got some really cool throwback Magic sales. If you haven't noticed, we've been doing a lot more older Magic stuff to give you guys opportunity to buy some different things. You know, 2020 era stuff, Theros, Throne, Ikoria, pre-2020 stuff, you know, War of the Spark, older Ravnica stuff. We're trying to offer some different things for you guys so you can choose some different things to buy if you guys want to have some fun with your cards. Same thing with Pokemon. We just ran our Pokemon sale about a few days ago, a week ago, for Mega Evolutions and also Scarlet Violet base. We'll have some more Pokemon sales obviously coming up. We usually do Pokemon sales every couple of weeks here. In the meantime, we'll still do some older stuff. I got some really cool older products too, pre-2020. We got some older, gift bundles with like, Adventures Forgotten Realm, D&D. I think even like Crimson Vow, Zendikar. I've got a palette of old fat packs from like 2013 or 2014 I'm trying to get to. We've got more pre-release kits from different sets. We did some really cool different pre-release kits from the past with like old Modern Horizons, old War of the Spark. We did some of those already. We're going to do some more too. They'll be a lot of fun. I think I have a One Piece sale also. I think a One Piece on like Royal Blood. I know we did the One Piece on the PRB, the premium box. We already did that. Should be a lot of fun. We should have a lot of good stuff coming. And of course, as you stay to the end, the pallets finally arrived. So we also, to end this video, the Gem Keeper treasure map is finally here. It's finally done. And that's going to be revealed. And we're going to move forward with the treasure map and the fun thing with patrons here in the next couple days. I'll be revealing that hopefully within the next 7 days. And then, of course, our beautiful artist, Miss Sue Ellen Brown, our first 1994 Legends custom artwork and different things. Can't wait to show you guys what she did on that. So we got a lot of really fun, cool things coming up. I got some other special little Flesh and Blood sales coming. Working on it with LSS, getting some product over here. And I think that's should I mention Sorcery? All right, I'll mention Sorcery. The Sorcery promo cards are already here. The Sorcery exclusive playmat is already here. No, they are not the same promos or playmats anywhere else. The whole print run is here. We got them all. We're working on it. Gothic, just as expected. Everybody was negative on Sorcery. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing's going on. Suddenly, there's a firm release date now, first week of December, which means we are about 4 weeks away till the Sorcery Gothic launch. And yes, 3 giant booster boxes. You get the pre-constructed deck brick, which is really cool from Gothic. You get the exclusive Patron playmat, really awesome looking. And you get the exclusive promo card, which will be the 4th exclusive promo card in the series. And yes, we will be pricing it aggressively. I'm pretty sure. I think it's, oh wait, I know the boxes are more expensive because they're bigger than Arthurian Legends. I don't think the price is more expensive though. I think we're selling it for less. I'll say the boxes are more. I can't remember. Anyways, it'll be a lot of fun. You guys will be super pumped by it. I think that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Closing statement. Next few months should be weak. Prices should be soft. This is accumulation period. This is healthy. This does not mean the bull market's come to an end. And be very careful getting involved with drama or other extreme opinions. You know, the market's moving forward. Everything looks good. I think we're setting up for a very, very strong 2026 with Magic, Pokemon, Flesh and Blood, White, Sorcery, One Piece. I think it's all setting up to look very nice, everybody. I'm not seeing any other major concerns. The only thing that would drastically change my opinion is if we have a full-blown stock market crash. And I define a stock market crash as a minimum of 20% drop on the S&P and a minimum of like a 30-40% drop on Bitcoin. Unless we see a Bitcoin or Ethereum crash 30 to 50%, or the S&P 500 literally doesn't go down 5%, doesn't have a 10% correction. If we see the S&P 500 drop 20, 30, 40%, if we see a macro level event, then I will have to make a follow-up video, and that could definitely change the cardboard situation very, very quickly. But right now, with interest rates being flat to negative on rate cuts, with liquidity sloshing around, with a lot of crypto money flowing to Magic and Pokemon, with the release schedule of Magic coming up with Avatar, with Lorewyn, with Star Trek, Marvel set, with just what is coming up. I don't care what anyone says. Old man Rudy wishes things were different in the Magic world, and I wish we kind of had an old world Magic and kind of the way things used to be, but it's not. So I can cry and complain to you guys, or I can just tell you all that's what's coming. I think it's going to be very successful. It is what it is. Not super thrilled by some of it, but I'm actually a little excited about the Star Trek thing, but it's going to be successful, even though it doesn't feel like the Magic that I remember. Pokemon, my advice, the longer you wait, the more the price will be. Same thing I tell patrons. When I run a sale, you can buy it or not, don't really care. I'll run the sale again in a year. Every couple of years, I'll keep running it. The price is higher every couple of years. You got to play the long game, and people who have the patience and have the time will be rewarded. And remember, people try to get rich by trading. They try to get rich by flipping. They try to get rich by scalping. But real wealth is made leveraging time, not flipping and scalping. There is no other more powerful wonder of the universe. The 7th wonder of the world is compound interest with time. People can make money, thousands, tens of thousands, flipping, maybe even 100,000. But when you start talking millions, tens of millions, 50, 100 million plus, that's wealth. And in order to hit numbers like that, you need a lot of time. You need to hold hands into the future. Hope you have a beautiful day. As always, be innocent.